And you know, this is my biggest fear is a Mexican player going down to a Brazilian, because Brazil and Chile, I think, are the two predominant regions that have the best players out of it. Brazil and Chile and Mexico are the best. Like looking at the quarterfinal, it's really like Mexico, Brazil, Chile, and then Peru. So I guess Peru is also up there with the top players. That last day of the qualifiers summer, it was all Brazil in the finals, in the final qualifier.
Yeah, it was. It was like all Brazil, like from like the semis or the quarterfinals onwards. And then Rio was like the only like non-Brazilian hope. But as you were saying,
we're here.
We're here.
What is the score here, Light?
Erik is currently up 1-0.
Ooh, Erik is up 1-0. In a best of 5, here we are in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. It is the Brazilians that are going for the trick of the trade. It is a teamless player somehow qualifying here without a team, without anyone behind him. It is the one-man army, Erik.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player representing Alpha X. He is Pacomike.
Wasn't Pacomike the one with a really cool name?
It was like Francisco. he had like a separate name that wasn't Paco or Mike. I remember that.
Francisco Rodriguez.
Hey.
Rodriguez is weird, but Francisco is his name. He's like, you know what? Francisco is too common. I'm gonna go for Paco Mike.
Exactly. And I mean, even though Erik is up 1 in this best of 5, like that's also how Ryu started, right? And then Darkness started the comeback. So it's definitely possible for Pacomike to do the same thing. Again, this is our first time casting Pacomike today. Same with Erik, so we don't know how they've been doing. We don't know their current shape. But again, Pacomike, he took out eggs. It looks like he's on fire today. Can he do the same versus the Brazilian Zerg player?
I think so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like this is a matchup for some reason in my head, I see these two players as being complete equals. Both hit or miss. Both can be really great competitors or can completely drop the ball.
I agree in terms of like, you know, their state of play, right? Like sometimes they're like on it, sometimes they're not. When it comes to Pacomike, I do think he's a little bit like more cheesy, or I don't know if I want to say cheesy.
Thank you. Like, Creighton just rated us with 113 people. What up, everybody? We're in the finals of DreamHack Fall 2020 Latin America, as you guys have probably been watching on Creighton stream. This is the final match here, or final matchup, to see who qualifies between Erik and Pacomike. Erik being Brazilian, Pacomike being Mexican.
Yeah, shout out to Creighton. I believe I could be wrong, but I think Creighton also casted EU, so he was kind of doing a marathon EU into Latin America. So props to Creighton for like holding down the fort. And thank you so much for the raid. We really appreciate it. This is the final series of the night.
Yeah. The final series. I was gonna say, I bet he probably went to go do like an Alpha X stream or something, but if he's rating us, I think he's done it for the night. But nonetheless, thank you for that. That is great. And this opener here is pretty basic. It's gonna be a Stargate opener with the the Oracle first. And
hey, we got a link flood, by the way.
Actually,
we got a
the link flood's still going on.
Yeah, the link flood's going on, and he's trying to focus down the pylon. And what does Pacomike have? He has a single adept on the way. Honestly, this could be how Pacomike, like how the game ends. Like Erik, he's just making nothing but links right now.
He did get a pylon in the wall, which is good, which blocks everything off, and he cleaned up these last lings. But is it going to be enough? He has nothing. Not even an Oracle is enough to take out all of these lings. He needs shield batteries. He needs more gates. He needs more units.
The shield batteries are so late.
We've seen this once and twice before. It does not usually pan out too great. Warp Gate isn't going to finish. Everything goes down, and with that, Erik feels he got enough damage done. He's gonna back off for a moment just for reinforcements to come in, and now I think the Oracles can push this back, but that is now putting Pacomike down in supply, down in money, down in workers. He has no gas really. Erik actually is not getting any gas at all. He's going straight minerals right now off of 32 workers.
Yeah, he's just focusing on nothing but minerals right now, and that's all you need if you're making lings and queens. So, yeah, so far Erik, he wasn't able to break the natural of Pacomike, but this does delay Warp Gate. This does delay a lot of the tech for Pacomike. So, yeah, he's kind of just forced to stay at home. Meanwhile, Erik, he's free to take a third base, just drone up.
That, plus he put down 3 pylons plugging up the wall, and he's going to have to kill 1.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's nothing that shoots up also, so Erik's just going to go in there with an Overlord and see everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because the Cybernetics Core was gone for so long, like, there's no Stalker or anything like that. Phoenix is on the way, but it's going to take a little bit, so Erik will get the full scout off. We'll be able to see the Twilight Council and the Robo Bay being thrown down.
The Oracles had to stay and watch those lings, so they couldn't even go in for a counterattack until now, but it is too late.
Yeah, they dive in a little bit.
No.
They get a single worker, but
if he went to that third base, it would have been good because he was making a spore, I believe, and it just barely finished right now. So if he would have gone in early, he probably could have got some more work at the third base. But as I say that, there's lings here, defensive everywhere, queens everywhere. The Phoenix is now out, and this is going to be a late glaive to depth play from Pacomike here. Is there going to be a Warp Prism with this?
I would imagine so. I would imagine that's what the Robo facility is for. But yeah, because this is so late and because it started with a Stargate opening, like it's not going to hit anywhere near as hard as Darkness did versus Ryu. So we'll see how this goes. Oh god, one of the Oracles goes down.
Creighton said he's trying to do every single qualifier besides China. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Creighton. He was there when we did Taiwan, Hong Kong, and I imagine we're going to see him tonight for Taiwan, Hong Kong again. So
and also Adrich also timed out of this game, so I think we're the last people really left of streamers still going strong.
I know there's plenty of streamers. There's Romsey for Spanish. There's Cosmos for Brazilian. When it comes to English, it's just us and Steadfast. I think Steadfast is there.
Beomove, is that a?
Oh yeah,
Brazilian as well.
English.
English, okay.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's great. Glad to have everyone here for this magnificent day of StarCraft here in the final qualifying match of the evening.
Yeah,
I mean, this has been epic. There's only 2 spots. Only 2 people out of all of Latin American StarCraft qualify today. That is not very much. No one else has this few qualifiers per day.
Exactly. It's a crime. We always bring it up.
And
there are just so many
no.
Oh god, he's gonna get surrounded.
Oh my god, Erik's gonna take it. If the Banelings connect, it's all over. Everything goes down. Oh my god. That was the absolute best connection you could hope for as Erik. And with that, those Banelings exploded the dreams of Pacomike winning this one.
Exactly. Like, how often do you see Ling Bane defense against Glaive Adepts? And again, because the Glaive Adept timing was so late, Erik, he was able to pull this off, and he just completely shut it down. Now the Oracle, no, it's going to get taken out.
Yeah, I think it was due to the Ling Flood. It allowed Erik to get Banelings and Hydras even out. And this is super bad. I love that Pacomike, he went for the Fleet Beacon. He's trying to be cheesy, get something crazy out. But even with the Fleet Beacon, there's already mass Hydras going across the map to take out that third base. It's going to completely die. Nothing here to defend it. Oh, he's going to recall the Adepts.
Yeah, he's forced to recall the Adepts. There are enough Adepts here to deal with all the Lings, which is nice. And to be fair...
Until the Hydras show up.
Yeah, to be fair, Adepts... They can do fairly well against Hydras in low numbers. They have to be careful about the Banelings, though. The Banelings are the big thing
not Hydra
here.
Bane, though.
Yeah. I do love this, though. Like, we have a couple of sentries here for defense as well. Like, the problem with Ling Bane Hydra, we always bring it up. Like, there's no corrosive bias to deal with the force fields. Oh god.
Those slow Lings are the death of Erik here, though. He just needs to back up and buy a few moments of time because... he should be having, oh my gosh, actually that was a pretty good connection there. The Banes are still slow though, man. He's just trying to buy time until he can get this Baneling speed to finish. I love that he's throwing in some Stalkers, but reinforcing Lings. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Very good connections here.
Oh, but now the majority of the Lings are gone. Same with the Banelings. So the Adepts are getting on top of the Hydras, able to focus a couple of them down, and they're just buying time for the carrier to show up.
But the carrier's exposed, and that means Erik is going to hold down that Hydra button very hard.
Yeah, definitely. That's the problem, right? Like, it was cool that Pacomike is doing Pacomike things. He's known for going into fast fleet beacon, fast carriers. This is his, like, signature move. But he kind of, like, stumbled here, you know? It wasn't, like, a solid climb to this point, and now there are already all these Hydras out. The Hydras, they can just focus it down. I love this War Prism harass, though.
Yeah, I wonder if the fleet beacon was his plan the whole time, or if he just pulled it out of his hat because he had to here. And I do like the fleet beacon, like you said. He's gonna get some workers, come back in this, and you know, Pacomike, as we said, like that was a very bad start for him. Very unfortunate way this game turned out, but he's pulling it back. He's killing so many workers. Pacomike is a very top tier player, so I expected this from him. I didn't expect him to get hurt as bad as he did in the early game, but I totally expected him to do some counter damage like this, evening up the worker count. Now they are even on workers. Pacomike is even ahead in workers, which is a great position. He's just got to defend right here. If he can defend this attack, he should win, or at least be in a great position. That base is going to go down. Target firing down the base. Nothing can stop it. But with that, Erik is going to lose a lot of army here. Is it worth it?
We'll see, as again, there are no more interceptors for Pacomike. There's only 2 carriers, and they're trying their hardest to rebuild the interceptors. And honestly, like, the Adepts are the scariest thing for Erik. Like, the Adepts, they do well against both Lings and Hydras, but if there are enough Hydras, then they can deal with them. In the end, though, Erik, he doesn't have to commit. Like, he killed the 3rd. Like, that's all he really had to do.
Yeah. Erik's still on 3 bases, though, just barely now securing his 4th, and to his advantage, he secured the rich Vespian gas base.
And we do see he is making more Banelings, getting ready for the 2nd wave here to try and take out the 3rd base once again. Meanwhile, he is getting a Spire behind this, so focusing more on that anti-air. Gonna incorporate a couple of Corruptors to focus down the carriers. But so far, like, Pacomike, he's defending really well. He's got 3 carriers now, a 4th carrier on the way as well. So he's slowly but surely, like, building up that Skytoss army.
Yeah, this is very interesting how this plays out, because if Pacomike is able to do more worker damage, secure that 3rd base and maybe even a 4th base, or just get a big army, this could be deadly for Erik. But if Erik is on point, defends just right, and gets a large amount of Corruptors out here, along with the Hydra Bane, he could absolutely smash Pacomike.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that Pacomike has to be really careful of. Honestly, I don't see Pacomike pushing out anytime soon. I feel like he has to just focus on his defense.
He's really got to defend here, because Erik's going across the map for a huge Ling flood, I believe. He's going to try and just mosey on in there, and there is a wall.
Yeah, there is a wall, there are carriers, and this is what Pacomike needs to do. Like, he needs to just stay defensive and just bank up his carriers until he has, like, critical mass. But even if he does that, like, Erik, he's already getting his Corruptors. I feel like he needs a Hive. That's probably, like, the next big thing he needs to work towards. But yeah, slowly but surely.
In the late game, the only way he wins is with Vipers.
Exactly.
Unless he uses Microbial Shroud. Imagine if we saw that here in the qualifier.
So Vipers is all he can rely on. Yes.
Have we ever had an ability that was absolutely never used, not even once in a pro game, before Microbial Shroud? Is it Shroud? Shroud? I don't know what it's called, but it's terrible. I don't think we've ever had that terrible of an upgrade. I guess it's not an upgrade. It's just an ability.
It's just god awful. It's not an upgrade. An upgrade makes things better. Okay, it makes things worse. All right. It means you can accidentally press it. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, that's the bad part. That's the only thing I don't like about them making it free now. Is now I accidentally press it sometimes. But I wonder if it would actually help here. We won't find out though. Oh my God, it's so much army here. I think Erik absolutely smashes this army of Pacomike. He can't even recall. There's not enough time in the day. And with that, I believe we're going to go into the final match. There's no holding this.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
The War Prism goes down. All the carriers get focused down. The ground army died to the Banelings, and
GG is called. We're on match point, man. I don't know. Did you think Erik had this the whole time?
I would have favored Erik going into this, just because I don't know how Pacomike did against eggs. I don't know what happened in that series. Like,
Yeah.
did Pacomike cheese? Did eggs cheese and Pacomike just held? Like, I have no idea. Eggs, if you're in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, please. Yeah, and who did Erik defeat? Okay, he did pretty decent, but I don't know, man. I don't know who I would have favored here. I would like to say Pacomike just because he's from Mexico, but obviously Erik is the more predominant player. Like, Erik's one of those people that we used to, maybe we still do, I don't know. We used to name him up there with the top players coming out of the region.
I would say used to. A year ago, Erik was solidified as top 4 in the region. He was just under Chan, basically. He like they were the top 4. This year, 2020, it's not so clear cut. It's a lot more up in the air.
I always get that event confused with like tournament names of soccer tournaments. I forgot what the main event was that we used to cast that is no longer. It was like taken over. It wasn't CONCACAF. I forgot what it was called.
Copa America. God damn it.
Copa America. There you go.
God damn it.
CONCACAF. I think that's like a tournament in the Mexican Soccer League.
What even is that? What are you saying?
Oh, it's I gotta Google it just to make sure. Okay, it's a soccer tournament of some sort. The Confederation of North Central American and Caribbean Association Football.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of FIFA's 6 continental governing bodies for Association of Football. Okay, so I guess it's just a bunch of different regions come together to play soccer against each other. But yeah, whatever you said, Battle of the Americas or whatever it's called. Copa America.
Battle of the Americas is a way. Mate, are you okay right now? What are you saying? Just all over the place. Yeah, that tournament we used to cause. It goes Battle of the Americas. What?
Yeah. What is this map called? Eternal Empire or something? But here we are. Finally, this is possibly the final map of the evening. I would like to thank you guys for joining us here, doing the same trick again. This is his favorite, apparently. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. He is currently teamless. Somehow, some way, I have no idea why. Someone please sign the man. He's absolutely amazing. He's a 23-year-old Brazilian player. He is Erik.
Oh, God. And spawning...
I like it.
Yeah. Oh god, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player representing Alpha X. It is Pacomike.
Now, if this doesn't work, I don't think that means Pacomike's gonna win the whole tournament. What is this? Is he going for a
what is
proxy?
This? Oh my god.
Okay. If he's doing this, I'm gonna love him. I love this play. I've done it many times. I love cheese, so I'm glad I'm like the cheese expert here when it comes to Zerg. What you do is you go for the proxy hatch instantly into roaches. Either that or he's just gonna block the main or the hole in the wall. I think he's gonna try and block the hole in the wall. Yeah, block the natural. Man, I was hoping it was a proxy hatch. This is also huge. We've seen this. Even someone against Nina, I believe. I don't know when it happened. We've seen this before.
I think it was
It's
Chan.
fairly common.
Yeah.
It was Chan. Oh, it was Chan. That's right. But normally you see 4... This is interesting here. 4 probes and a Zealot coming out should be able to take out that base there as we see the Zealot on the way.
Yeah, like this hatchery, like it's not meant to go up. Like it's just here to delay the natural. Like that's the goal of said hatchery.
Well, you say that, but the first hatchery is meant to delay the natural. After that, it could go for a gas. It could go for a evolution chamber. It could go for another corner hatchery in the. Oh, he didn't cancel it. He let it die.
What? That was a kill? What?
He was not paying attention, and the hatchery was killed.
God. Oh,
wow.
Jesus Christ. And oh god, the UW gets surrounded as well. Alright, so I think the reason why it was a kill is because Erik, he was trying to sneak in with his lings, like because there was like an opening. He's like, oh my god, I have to go in with my lings. But like, kill on that base, like that's rough. That's 300 minerals already gone down the drain.
Yeah. That was pretty darn bad, and it denied his natural for so long. I don't think it really was worth it. Slow Lings not getting any damage. His third base is not even nowhere near coming up. His natural isn't even up. Erik, he was going for a cheeky play. I like it, but it's not going to be it here.
Yeah. I mean, Erik, he's had a really rough opening. The problem is that it's all on him, right? He's like the one who went for the proxy hatch, and he was the one who messed that up in the end. But I mean, you know, the game's going to continue on, and Pacomike, like, now he has a bit of an advantage, right? Like, he's going for this opener. Potentially he can stop the Overlord, and we'll see how Pacomike can execute this Twilight Council opening. And it will get scattered.
Yeah, because, oh god, this is getting, you know, I feel like still somehow Erik can pull this off and win.
He could. He could. I mean, all he did was he just lost minerals in the early game, but like, again, the defense could be solid. Oh, actually, Pacomike. Okay.
I don't know if that's the play you really, I mean, Erik only has 2 bases to defend. It shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I don't know if this is necessary, right? Like that's what we're kind of coming down to. But yeah, he is deciding to go for DTs. It is unscouted. The Overlord did go down, and there's no other Overlords like anywhere near these bases, so we're not gonna have a follow-up scout. So this could work. But Erik, wow, he's actually already going for a lair.
So yeah, he'll have the vision out with plenty of time. The War Prism's not out yet. The War Prism hasn't even begun to go across the map, so Pacomike's going to come with some pretty darn late DTs. Erik's already going to have his lair done. What does Erik go for here? He's going for the Roach Warren. Is he going to go for like a Roach all-in? Is he going to try and just macro out of this and try and go into the late game here?
I mean, I guess that's the plan. And the problem for Pacomike is that because of the early lair, like, as you said, we're gonna have detection. Like, we should be seeing an Overseer any moment now as soon as it finishes. But here we go, the DTs are already being warped in. Potentially this third base could get denied.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not going for it. He's not going for it. He's going for drones.
No, he's bypassing that right into the main. There is no vision out just quite yet. Uh-oh. Now he's morphing in the vision.
All right, vision's being morphed in. We'll see how much damage these DTs can get done.
None.
The queen? Oh. 2 drones, and that's kind of it. That's kind of it. I mean, oh god, the queen's even focusing down the War Prism. Oh,
my
please.
god.
Okay, meanwhile, the other DT, you know, it was able to find more damage. This is actually pretty nice. This is not horrible.
Oh, he tried to hold position on top of it and it wasn't enough. There he goes. El envuelto.
Oh my god. That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick.
That was pretty sick. It's very common, but some reason you don't see it too often. It's not usually DTs and a bunch of lings in that situation.
Yeah.
Come on, give him the cocoon again. I don't think he sees that one. He's trying to find it.
He's trying to get on top of it. So far, like, this opening wasn't too bad from Pacomike. Like, he killed how many? He killed 7 workers, like 7 drones all in all. Like, that's pretty. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for a DT or 2 DTs. So yeah, pretty solid opener. You know, he's got his third underway. He's droning up as well. We were talking about it. You know, we see pretty commonly now in this matchup Blink for Blink Stalkers as well as Immortals. So Pacomike, he's actually looking pretty solid this game, and this is like what he needs. Like, he's on match point. Like, if he messes up here, like, he's done for today's qualifier.
Yeah. And man, I'm excited to see the next one, because every next qualifier we go into is just that much more on the line.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we got a confirmation, but I'm pretty sure what Light said is true. You only get 1 spot in the final qualifier.
Yeah.
I like this though. Follow up with the Archons here.
Yeah.
He's not gonna find damage, but he should keep Erik at home.
He's just keeping Erik at home, keeping his economy low, and again, because he lost that hatchery in the beginning, like Erik wants to be greedy right now. He wants to try and catch up in that economy, and Pacomike's doing a really good job at like stopping that from happening. And yeah, you're right in saying that, like today, qualifier number 1, we were following Darkness. Like Darkness, for me anyway, was like the champ of this season, like the person to follow. And 2 and 3, like that's where we need to see like the other players, like that's their opportunity to perform. Whether it's the loser of this series, like Eggs as well, Jin, it's gonna be so cutthroat, but also so exciting.
I wonder how Jim feels knowing, or not Jim, I'm sorry. I wonder how Cham feels knowing that they changed the entire format just for him. They're like, Cham's too OP. Do we just seed him in and then give him another spot? They're like, no, just seed him. Why waste the entire day on a bracket? Just give him a spot. Which is kind of true. I mean, we all know he's gonna make it. Not even a question.
Yeah. Oh god.
Ooh, the Warp Prism. Oh, that is huge. That was great from the high ground with the changelings were following and able to see that. And with that, I don't think Pacomike's going to get too much done here.
Exactly. Like that does so much. That stops the micro potential. That more importantly stops all the reinforcements. Like this is it when it comes to what's across the map for Pacomike. And he realized that.
Got a field. There you go.
Is he going to fight here? I don't know if this is the right move.
No. I think we should recall.
Yeah, he needs
at
to
least
leave.
The flow units. He needs to like split his army, recall everything except the stalkers.
Yeah.
But like if he stops for 1 second, he's dead.
So far, decent force fields. He's slowing down the army, but he has to be
saving his force fields for this ramp. Oh, but he lost everything right there because he was trying to move back. No, what are you doing?
No,
he's giving away all of his sentries for free, trying to move those immortals up.
Yeah,
and he lost like 4 sentries there, and he's got nothing now.
He's got 2 sentries, only a couple of force fields left. Oh my god. At the same
that's
time,
not enough to cover that wall there.
Yeah. Again, I love this. You know, DD harass. So Pacomike is still applying pressure, but does he have
going
enough?
For the big fight here?
Does Pacomike have enough? That's it. No more force fields. Like his sentries are out of energy.
No more force fields. I do think Erik has a little bit too much Roach here. Like, Roaches counter nothing in this army. Immortals take out Roaches and Stalkers take out Roaches. If he just went pure... Look at the gas bank of Erik. This is disgusting.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, right now he made a huge wave of Lings, which is what he needs. Like, Lings, like, that's what you need against Immortal Stalker. He's using it to deny the base, then it's going to help here with the army.
So he does have good vision on the bases that are coming in. Now Pacomike going for the run buys. This is actually pretty good. Erik does have some army on the way over there, but I don't think these Lings are going to be enough to clean all this up. He might get this base here.
Oh my god. And he forced the main army home. Erik, he's coming home.
Ooh, Erik's also going to take out the third base that literally just went down. Within seconds, Erik is there, and he should be able to get a cancel on Pacomike's third. No, he didn't. He could have, but I guess he was microing somewhere else and missed that. And now we're kind of back in this. Pacomike, I think he has a shot now.
Yeah, like Pacomike, sure, his upper left-hand corner base was denied, but he's able to try to establish this right-hand side base. Meanwhile, Erik, he lost his third. Like, the third went down to those Stalkers. But as we were saying, like, Erik, he has Lings all over the place in position to counterattack.
Yeah, it looks like Erik's going for too many counterattacks at once. He's going for the third base. He's sending Roaches to the Lings to the fourth base, Roaches to the third base at the same time, going in for the big push. Pacomike is coming down here. He's got 1 disruptor shot. Oh my god, he tried to evacuate the force field. All the workers go down. He still has his immortal here. Or, I'm sorry, his disruptor with 1 shot. Counterattacks on both sides are absolutely ridiculous, but I think Erik's taking the better engagement. It all comes down to this. He took out the disruptor without even being able to fire a shot that is huge.
Oh my god, but there are a couple of sentries here. He does have some force field potential. He has to make sure he keeps them alive. He blinks on top of the Ravagers and the Mutalisks.
The Mutalisk switch coming out hot, but is that enough? Mutas don't really counter this army super hard. Can they do it behind this? Erik was not able to get any damage across the map. Pacomike defending at his third and his fourth base.
Yeah.
Oh my god, all this army's gonna go down.
Exactly, the Immortals are gonna go down. There's not enough Stalkers to kill the Mutalisks. Like, Erik, he holds.
Wow, I cannot believe Mutas won that. And then, funny enough, Erik was going into the robotics facility and getting him some laser giraffes, and that is not what you want against all of these here mutas.
Exactly. You need stalkers, you need stargates, and immediately double stargates. 2 stargates are thrown down for Pacomike trying to get into that Phoenix production. And honestly, Erik, like the mutalists have to do so much. I still think Pacomike is in a good position.
Yeah. I wonder if Erik did that because he saw that he had gas banked up, or if he banked gas up because he wanted to switch. I'm sure that was very calculated.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. And he goes back into the stalkers.
Oh no. Oh, the good thing the Lings are here though. Lings, great blink out. Is he gonna use the shield battery overcharge? I believe he has to right here, and it goes down almost immediately. That's very unfortunate, but he does push this back. There's no more roaches here. The mutas had to retreat. And like you said, I think Pacomike is still in a pretty darn good position.
Oh, yeah.
He is up 9 workers now that he took out that 4th base of Erik. You also remember he took out that 3rd base early on, and a lot of workers with it.
Yeah, like Pacomike, he's doing so well right now. And even though the mutalists kind of blindsided him, like he threw down immediately the stargates, now he's already working on phoenixes as well to shut down the mutalists. And Erik, I don't like this. He's actually making more mutalists. He's like committing hard to this tech switch, and the more he commits, like the worse it's going to be once those phoenixes show themselves.
Yeah. I don't know. This is bad. He's already got the counter. He's getting the phoenixes, like you said. He's gonna see it and be like, holy crap. I like that he got the robo though.
Yeah, it's nice. He did get the robo. Like he's finding some kind of damage, but the phoenixes come in. Even the blink stalkers looking to support the army as well. Like this is so expensive for Erik. Like he can't afford to lose these mutalisks.
Yeah, this is getting pretty rough. GG, Pacomike takes the game. And now we're going to go into, is this considered the ace match? Is this an ace match?
This is not an ace match.
Not quite the ace match, but it is in my heart.
We are going to be getting into game 4, and Pacomike, he's fighting back. He's got a point on the board. Can he bring it home?
I sure hope so. This is anybody's game at this point. Obviously, I think it is highly in favor of Erik here. Of course, because Zerg is so OP. No, I'm just kidding. Man, yeah, Pacomike. That just leads me to think, like, how's this going to come out later? Is it going to be like Pacomike and Eggs tomorrow, or in 2 days? Is it going to be like Destan versus Eggs? This really opens up the bracket for all types of things. But, Pacomike asked for 3 minutes for a little break. I can only imagine after that. That was very intense. I wonder how the pro players manage, because if anybody out there, if you guys play the ladder, you know, like, after a really long, hard-fought game that you win, you could be done. Your adrenaline's pumping. Maybe you're sweaty. You're shaking. You're shook in your head, like, holy crap, I don't know how I pulled that off. Sometimes you win a very hard-fought game, and you're still like, damn, how did I play that? Like, I still did terrible, even though I won. I shouldn't have won that game. Or maybe he just needs to pee, and he's perfectly chilling and confident. Who knows?
Yeah. Like, this is the best we've seen of Pacomike in so long. Unfortunately, like,
and Erik as well, I think.
Yeah, true. So, you know, they've obviously been, like, taking this seriously and practicing for DreamHack 4.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players have, as you said, practicing, but I think both of these players kind of, like, fell off. Maybe they fell off to practice, but, you know, we really thought a lot higher of these players before we saw them in recent events. And not that they're not good, but they're not at their peak, what I would expect from them. I mean, that was in the past, previous games, but now that we're here in this matchup, the games we're watching here, I think this is like peak Pacomike and the return of Erik. I don't think Erik's at his peak yet, but it is the return.
Yeah, again, when it comes to Erik, like he used to be like the guy. Like God, it's like I'm never gonna let Erik live this down, because Erik, you know, he went to Korea last year. He went to Korea for a number of months to train, to practice, to invest, like, you know, into the game, right? And then in 2020, he came back. He came back from Korea, and like we haven't really seen any of that payoff. And it's like, well, for me anyway, it's like, what was that for? Like, what happened? Like,
what were you doing over there?
yeah, well, maybe not so much that, but like now that he's returned, like it feels almost like he lost like the competitive drive. I don't know. Like I don't really know what happened. I hope like. Yeah. Like I want him to come back to form. Like that's really what it comes down to.
Like, what did you do with that practice? Did you actually practice properly, or were you just kind of like partying it up? You know, that's the thing. Like maybe he didn't take full advantage of the resources there. Maybe he just went over there, partied, and laddered a whole bunch, and got wrecked by Koreans or something. I don't know, and didn't practice properly. But I don't know. We're seeing here some good darn games. And this might be the final one of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, not going for the gas trick, but going for something else. Very weird. Oh my God, here we go. Put it right hand corner. The Brazilian tyrant. Who knows what he's pulling out of his hat this time? It is the teamless player. It is my new favorite player. It is Erik.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player representing Alpha X, currently getting 12 pulls. We have Pacomike. With the hatchery as well. He's doing it.
Yes, he heard me. If he heard me, I love him. I'll kiss you right on the mouth, Erik.
Oh my God, you can't contain yourself right now. We have Erik, he's going for the 12 pool, he's going for the proxy hatch as well. The idea behind this is you can do this a couple of ways. You can either cancel the hatchery so the lings can flood in, or finish it and, like, I don't know, pull some drones and throw down some spies.
Yeah, if he pulls 2 drones, the fact that he's not droning up right now, I believe this is an all-in. He's gonna pull the drones, and here they go. Are those drones or just lings? No drones yet?
Oh, so
no
far,
drones yet.
Yeah, so far just lings. We'll see how this goes as Pacomike, he's throwing down another pylon, which is so important in case the first pylon goes down, so everything stays powered. But oh my God, like what do you do as Pacomike here?
So you gotta make that second wall and then like a third wall behind that wall, and just hope that your walls hold long enough for you to get some units out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably would have just walled off at the top of the ramp and called it a day. Yeah, it's also a viable option.
Oh God. Either way,
you let it finish? Huh. What the hell? No drones were pulled. No nothing.
Oh my God, there's actually room there for the lings to flood in. There's actually room there. Oh my God.
Wow. What is this? I absolutely love it. If he qualifies in this way, oh my God, I believe he's done it.
Oh
the broodlings are in. He's only got a few of the zealots here. He's got 2 zealots and 1 adept, and I don't think that's enough. Even without a surround, he has the link flood continuously coming in. The queen is still there. No, the queen's being made back at home.
Yeah, and the shoe battery finished, and the majority of the links went down. Pacomike, I think he's held. He's done it.
But at what cost? Does Erik GG out after this?
I kind of think he should. Like, what did Pacomike lose? Pacomike lost a single gateway. He didn't even lose any of the zealots. The 2 zealots are still alive. They're pushing across the map.
I feel like Erik should have canceled that base.
He left everything. He's moving across with everything. There's nothing at home to defend against the lings.
He recalled 2 adepts into the main base. And honestly, even if he loses all this to a couple of lings, he could take all this out with his workers, because he's got such a huge worker advantage. He could fight this whole army with his workers and still be okay.
Oh my God. So yeah, okay, so Pacomike, like, he's forced to recall, so these adepts are staying at home, so he's not going to be across the map. Like, if these adepts are across the map, then potentially, like, he could be getting so many worker kills. Like, there's only a queen for defense, which is nothing to 2 adepts. But yeah, the adepts were forced to stay at home, so Erik, he's going to try and macro out of this.
Yeah. Now, as I would love Pacomike to qualify because he's from Mexico and I got to go for my team, Erik, I feel like he deserves this. I don't want to see him, like, throw it all here just due to trying to ling rush the first game and then hatch rush, proxy hatch.
Yeah, it feels like Erik, like, he's trying to, like, you know, be aggressive and be cheesy, but, like, Pacomike's defense so far has been pretty solid, like, this series, I should say. So yeah, I mean, Erik, he's trying to drone up, you know, he's trying to catch up. He's so far behind. He has such a much later hatchery than he would have liked. You know, it has a really low drone count as well, but he's gonna try. He's gonna try.
Yeah. something I think we should point out that I haven't yet is we did not catch the first game. I don't know if Erik won game number 1 straight off of cheese as well. Maybe Pacomike is better than Erik right now, and Erik knows, and Erik's just going for cheese.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we don't know how Pacomike played against Erik. We don't know how Pacomike played against Eggs either. Unfortunately, we didn't get to cast any of those series, so it's hard to say like what he's really like best at, or where he really thrives in. But as we see right now, like, all these gateways are being thrown down. We've got glaives on the way as well. We're gonna see this adept timing, and part of me wants to say that this could just end the game. Like, Erik, it looks like is he going for like 2-base muta? Like, he's getting his gases, he's getting his lair.
2-base roach.
2-base roach? Okay, fair.
I mean, I don't know the build, but he's getting roaches, I think. I think he's gonna go for roaches here.
yeah. Like, I feel like
technically it's easier to defend against resonating glaives if you're only on 2 bases.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there. And I feel like if we were seeing like 2-base muta, that like the roach form probably would have been part of the wall instead to deny scouting. Since it's hidden back here.
Whoa, what is? It's going for an entire wall off, except with Evo chambers.
Yeah,
I guess so. It's not exposed. Roach horn would be target down if it's in the wall.
It would, yeah.
I would like to see an entire wall off, honestly.
So how would this work? Since Erik, he's stuck on 2 bases.
This is an entire wall off, right?
Yeah,
it's moved it.
Yeah, it's a full wall. It's a full wall.
Okay. Oh, what are you doing? No.
He keeps canceling it to make sure it's not a full wall off, so he can move out.
I think he's gonna lose it if he doesn't do it at the right time to get enough energy on it to defend. He should let it finish here.
I don't know if it's gonna finish. I imagine the adepts are gonna try and target it down. Oh, actually targeting down the other Evo instead. Oh god, they chunk away at the Evo so quickly. Jesus Christ.
God, yeah, that's ridiculous. That is a lot of adepts, though.
Yeah.
Evo chamber block.
We only have a couple.
Pull the drones. He didn't pull the drones.
He commits.
GG.
All right, he's pulling the drones. He's fighting with the roaches, but there aren't enough roaches, so the roaches are all going. Oh, they should all go down. We have a couple more hatching, actually.
Oh my gosh. Actually, not too bad so far. Another warping from Pacomike. So far, only 4 drones have gone down. If he doesn't do a little bit more damage, he should be okay. I mean, the roaches in the natural. There's no roaches in the natural. Oh my god.
There's nothing here in the natural. Another queen goes down. More adepts get warped in as well. And especially with the shade into the main base, depending on if he commits or not, like... Oh, he commits. There's no drones there.
Erik is moving his drones around, and he's kind of holding, but also he's not mining anything because his roaches have to run for their life.
Exactly, and he could actually get the spawning pool as well if he's able to get it just before the shade. He cancels the shade.
Actually, is Pacomike going for a War Prism upgrade and a disruptor drop?
Yes. This is a follow-up to this. We are going to be seeing some disruptor drops after these glaive adepts get pushed away, and like this is going to do so well. Like, again, it's so difficult to split your army if you have roaches. Like, split against like disruptor drops. Like, it's.
I don't think I've ever seen a game like this. Erik still on 2 bases. Man, what a way to end the evening.
Right? What a series. What a matchup. Pacomike versus Erik.
I knew this was going to be good. In my mind, I picture them as equal because, as we said, Erik used to be one of the best out in Latin America. Kind of fell off, so if he trains enough, we know he has potential. Pacomike is a really good player as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, already, like, Erik, he's still stuck on 2 bases. He's losing so many drones. I love this. He splits the adepts as well.
Erik splitting perfectly with the roaches, I think, though. And he does lose 9 more workers, though. That is what really hurts. Man, we say this every time. It's not the first giant push of adepts. It's usually the follow-up adepts that come in and do all the real damage.
Speaking of follow-up, this time it's not adepts.
Oh my god.
We got double disruptors.
God damn it. Sorry. A bug landed on my screen and I squished it, and then it flew out of the napkin and tried to attack me. Erik is sending the Zerglings through the screen.
Oh my god, they're all over the place. Mosquitoes, Zerglings, everywhere. And here we go. We got the disruptors. He has to be careful because if he drops them and there are roaches in place, they can't be focused down. Oh god.
That was pretty darn good. I like that he went for the eggs. Oh no! GG! Wow! Pacomike tied it up. And just like I predicted, the ace match. Which I still don't know why we call it an ace match.
Is Pacomike gonna do it? Is he gonna actually do it?
No.
Is he gonna qualify?
I think Erik has to play regular now. Erik cheesed the last 2 games. If he cheeses again, I'm gonna be very pissed. I'll be happy, but I'll have a lot of emotions. How about that? I won't be pissed. It would be amazing to watch. If Erik goes cheese and then wins, oh my god, I'm going to lose my mind. If Pacomike comes back from a 2-0 deficit, I will also lose my mind. But what I predict, in a perfect world, Erik plays normal and just kind of wins a solid game. Does Pacomike cheese this game?
I mean... I kind of don't want him to. Like, it would be crazy if it'd be crazy if any of these guys cheese in the ace match. Like, oh my god.
I mean, you know, I really hope for just a straight and steady macro here. Like, let's just go mano a mano, man to man, Brazilian to Mexican, Zerg to Protoss. But here we are. We are finally here, guaranteed to be your final match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Ice and Chrome LE. We're looking in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. We're looking at the main base of the player with the red Zerg pieces doing the trick he always does. From Brazil, the 20-year-old tyrant. Can he make it happen here? It is Erik!
And in the top right-hand corner, oh my god, Erik's going for a pull first. We have the Mexican Protoss player representing Alpha X. It is Pacomike. He's going pool gas before hatch. He's going to proxy again? Oh, I think he is.
Is Erik doing this for our enjoyment, or is he really trying to win with this?
I think he's going for the proxy hatch
Wait,
again.
no. Is he gonna do what I said earlier? Is he going for proxy hatch?
The wall? Oh!
Nope. Hatch.
No!
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Oh,
he's got to go for a gas instead.
This is the lane. Oh my god, he goes for it. Okay. Does he get spotted? He got spotted!
Of course it does. They know there's a drone there. But now what? I mean, obviously he's going to have to get the... Okay, he's pulling 5 probes? You normally go 4 probes and 1 Zot to take this out. He's going 5 probes. He's trying to nip this in the butt.
One of them isn't fighting.
Except for 1 probe isn't fighting.
Yeah, oh my god.
Honestly, that's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge.
That's actually huge. And... okay, I don't know how this is gonna go. So Erik, Erik, he originally wanted to proxy hatch in the natural. He's going into the main base instead. That probe is still not fighting. And the zealot,
he needs the zealot on the wall, so he's having to pull more probes.
Exactly.
That 1 probe still isn't fighting. I'm a little angry here. He's derping around. It's really slowing this down, and the wall gets up just in time. But there's not enough energy on that thing. It is gonna go down for sure. Oh my god, did Erik do it? He's getting link. Oh, he's gonna get this round. Oh, he got in. Link speed is on the way. If link speed finishes and there's still links inside of the base or coming across the map, it is all over and wasted so much mining time of Pacomike here. He cancels the hatchery and he's gonna restart it. I think he's done it.
We'll see. I mean, there's more links here to support the hatchery as well. There is 1 zealot and there's actually a stalker on the way. There are links.
Link speed's done though.
He's
just holding for link speed 14 seconds away. If he can hold till 14 seconds, those lings will be so fast they can kill drones, buy time, and then the hatchery will finish, and out you have queens and possibly roaches, maybe lings. We'll have to see, but I don't see that hatchery going down. Nothing's hitting the hatchery at all.
Exactly. Oh, Ling's
that was a kill.
That was a kill on the shield battery. The pylon's going to be going down as well. I mean, there are 2 zealots and a single stalker here for Pacomike. We'll see how good the drone drilling is.
Oh gosh, he got stuck and he is killing a little bit of workers, but I love this. Behind this, Erik has completely abandoned ship on the proxy. He's going for, he's got a second base and he's droning heavily up right now, getting himself some queens back at home. I think he realized a while ago that this wasn't going to cause game-ending damage.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this hatchery could finish and he could get some stuff out of it, but I think he's gonna cancel, and I'd like to see him take the gas.
Yeah, he canceled, and
they killed it.
Yeah, the drone got killed as well. So Pacomike, he has held, he lost a decent amount of workers, and things are kind of like evening out. Like Erik, he's actually ahead in workers at the moment because, as you said, like he was just droning up. He was doing nothing but droning up behind this, and he's taking his third base. So we're just kind of
it's anybody's game now. Yeah, the good thing about he already secured his naturals, that proxy hatch ended up being the money for his third base. He kind of just was saving it in a bank, the bank of hatchery. And actually, this is good. He's taking out all these lings. I don't know if he has enough lings to defend back at home now. He has no lings actually. It's just queens here.
Oh yeah, but
even though it is pretty weak. Okay, lings pop out just in time.
Yeah, the adept is so
did
low.
He get the creep comer?
He did.
With one shot because it was barely placed. So normally they take 2 shots, but since he didn't get enough health on it, that was nice.
Yo, Pacomike's on fire right now. Like, he was just on it.
I mean, is he on fire, or is Erik just really being not too standard?
It could be a mixture of both, I would say.
Yeah, a mixture of both. I agree. Pacomike is from Mexico, so that you know, that would make sense why he's doing so good. Mexican players are the best, of course. He's just great. Fact, Cham, special. And then we have one Brazilian Killzer at the top of the map. They're the top of the bracket. Killzer comes off a little bit too douchebaggy to me, though. I don't know. That's weird.
It's Killzer. He's fine. He's fine. What are you on about? But
but I like the warpism here. Pacomike needs to go cause some chaos on the other side of the map. Scouted instantly, though.
Yeah, it does get spotted by Lings. Nicely done. Meanwhile, ooh, no, I don't know how I feel about this. Pacomike, he's doing Pacomike things. He's got double Stargate on the way.
I don't absolutely hate it. There is no Hydra Den here for Erik, which is kind of what made Pacomike lose when he went for the fast carriers last game, or maybe 2 games ago. I don't recall which one it was, but the carriers didn't work because when the carriers were out, Erik already had mass Hydras out. No Hydras here, all Roaches. He's going into Phoenix, which could be really good against these Roaches, but I don't know. In mass numbers, Roaches are very hard to kill with Phoenix. He does see this, though, so maybe he starts throwing out some Stalkers, Shield Battery. Pacomike is taking his third base. Erik is still stuck on 3 bases. As we've said a million times, and everyone knows, you don't want to be on the same amount of bases as a Zerg playing a Protoss.
Yeah, exactly. So Pacomike, he's like, you know, he's expanding quite well. Ooh, able to save all his Stalkers. Yeah. It's something that we've been seeing more recently, right? Like we see like 4 like Stalkers warped in, and then like they just hunt Overlords with a Warp Prism. You know, there's a lot of potential here for them. There's a lot of Overlords that could get taken out as well. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Again, Pacomike, he's slowly but surely getting more Phoenixes, and as you were saying, like it's not really ideal against like defending against all these Roaches. I don't think Pacomike saw this push out. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't think he saw it at all.
Oh god, this could end it, because again, like Phoenixes are they take so long to deal with Roaches. Like this could just end the game.
Yeah, I think this is gonna 100% end the game here right now.
Oh my god, the Roaches are coming in, and the Phoenixes, they show themselves. They're going to be picking up 1 Roach at a time, but the DPS is just not fast enough. The Nexus goes down. The Roaches, they're going to be able to take out all these probes as well. There is a single Immortal to defend, and Immortals, they do well against Roaches, but there are just so many of them.
Oh my god. Yeah, now he has nothing left to defend. The Phoenixes are not going to be enough to take this out. 1 Immortal, as you said, is not enough, and there's no way he can stop this. I think somehow, some way, Erik came back and pulled it off after the proxy hatches, after the pool first, all the gas tricks, all of it came down to this moment right here. And well, Light, I think it paid off for Erik. What do you think?
I think so as well. It looks like there's just too much here. Pacomike, he lost the third base. He's losing all these probes.
GG. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, your final qualifier here for the DreamHack Fall 2020 qualifiers in Latin America. Oh my god, what did we witness? This is, I want to go ladder right now, dude. What? You can fail at your proxies and still win? This is great.
Honestly, GG, well played, and I feel like it was kind of on. It was like a blind counter, right? Like Erik, he had no idea that Pacomike was going double Stargate. He was just going for this big roach, like almost all in, right? Like he cut worker production. He was going for this big push, and what did Pacomike have to defend? He had a single immortal. He had a bunch of phoenixes. That's not what you want, you know. Like he just like blindly they were going for these things, and yeah.
I think Pacomike got stubborn with his build because with the warp prism, he had an observer.
True,
he saw
yeah.
roaches. He knew this was coming. Maybe he didn't know the entire push was coming that early, but he knew there was roaches out. And you know, Phoenix does not counter roaches no matter how many you have, unless it's 5 roaches versus 20 Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the big difference, right? Like Pacomike had a little bit
more.
more.
The roaches, he should have gone into stalkers.
Yeah.
Abandon ship, give up the plan, go for something that'll save you.
Yeah, Pacomike, he had like a little bit more information than Erik did, so it was kind of on him to try and adapt. But yeah, like again, he was committing so hard to the Phoenixes. He was even getting +1 flyer attacks for the Phoenixes as well. Like he really wanted to make that work, and it was just a really greedy move, you know, because you're kind of hoping that roach push doesn't come, right? If you're doing something like this.
Super greedy move, man. I don't know how we ever thought that was gonna work. I'm gonna give it to Erik though. Erik was so ridiculous in trying all those, and it works. It just makes me feel, honestly, it makes me feel happy for all of StarCraft in general again. Like I was talking about it yesterday. Long gone are the days where you can just cheese and win a premier matchup, but here we are, 2 of the top players, qualifier. He had the grapes, he had the Webbles, he went for it, and it paid off.
Yeah.
3 times in a row he cheesed. Every game we saw from him, he cheesed. That was really like 4 or 5 games in a row.
And sometimes it didn't work, but sometimes it did. And in the end, like, you know, at the end you just have to win, right? And he did 3-2. It was a close one. Pacomike, he was fighting his way back. It was so close. Even that game, right? Like he held against the cheese really well. Pacomike definitely had a chance there to take the whole series. But yeah, in the end, GG, well played. Congratulations to Darkness and Erik for being the 2 players to qualify today.
The 2 only qualifiers of today. Everyone else will have to give it a shot again in 2 more days. Man, I was rooting for Pacomike due to the home team. You know, I got to root for him. But Erik, he's a Zerg and he cheeses, and I love him for that now. And nothing excites me more than cheese. And I can't believe we got so much cheese from a Zerg in the final qualifying match of the evening. That was as great as a tournament could have gone here.
Yeah, definitely. And like honestly, like it was kind of scary, you know, like we were really excited for Darkness, and like Turkey Dano almost took him down, you know, stuff like that went on. Pacomike had the run of his life, taking down a strong Zerg player in eggs and almost taking out Erik as well. It would have been huge if Pacomike advanced here in day 1. But that was it for day 1. Day 2, it's gonna be insane. Again, we talk about this all the time. These qualifiers, they kind of come down to the bracket and seeding. Like there are just so many good players, and like if you tune into the VOD, as we were saying, the lower half of the bracket with eggs, Pacomike, Erik, everyone, like Terran as well, everyone that was down there, like it was really stacked and really it was looking really difficult for anyone to get out of there, especially because like in the upper half it looked a little bit more straightforward. It was like, all right, Jim versus Darkness, Ryu with the upset right against Jim, but like Darkness kind of had like more of a clear-cut like path to victory. The lower half was a lot more like messy and then kind of up in the air. And yeah, I mean, that again, that's kind of it's hard to predict who else is going to make it through in day 2 without seeing the bracket. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, so I mean, we're really just gonna have to wait and see for the following events, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can't catch us tomorrow. There is a whole bunch of events going on. Craigie Ducklings is casting pretty much everything besides like Europe. That's about it, really.
Yeah, no Europe and no China.
Yeah, tomorrow we will be doing the NA qualifiers. I will, at least, with Light and Light. What else are you going to be casting tomorrow?
You know what? I will open up the schedule. So tomorrow it's just the NA qualifiers. We have CW Open, which is our bronze to diamond. But I won't be casting
already. Oh, it is Thursday. Yeah. So there's that. The Duckling Open. That is, what is that? Open to anybody, diamond to masters, right, or something like that. Or just diamond.
Bronze to diamond.
There you go. So if you guys watching at home feel like joining a tournament and getting your competitiveness on, that's definitely fun. You should look into that. And as Light said, and I said, tomorrow, NA qualifiers, and the following day, we're back right here for the Latin American qualifiers, number 2. Who's going to make it? We still got Eggs in there. We still got Turkey Dano. We got all the great players. Pacomike. It's going to be ridiculous. I can't believe how it turned out today. Great games.
Yeah, it's gonna be so intense. Like it's so rough, and I know, like, even though we say it, like, we can't really change it, but Latin America really does deserve more qualifying spots. it's ridiculous that NA gets double the amount of spots for the main event. 100%. Like,
I think it's a little bit better though, because this is like a real fight. You know, this isn't like like NA only 4 people, which is half the bracket gets to qualify. For 3 days in a row. That's literally, I want to say, like triple the qualifications, because they get 4 each day, and we're getting like 2, 2, and 3, or 2, 2, and 1. So we're getting, what, in total we're gonna have 5 qualifiers, as where NA is gonna have 12. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we all hope will change, at least like winter or come 2022. Like, I know ESL, they're really open to feedback, but when it comes to changing something like that, like, it's a pretty big change.
It's bigger than ESL at this point, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how the regions are everywhere for Latin America. But you know, aside all the complaints, Latin America always shows out. The games are always so hard. You can feel the passion from these players coming through your phone screen or whatever you're watching through. And we got nothing but amazing games here, and man, Latin American StarCraft is just the best there is.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's the reason that we love casting the most. It's like the community that we love interacting with the most as well. The players as well, like, we always see them like coming up in the chat as well. We didn't get to touch on him, but like, you know, another one, Dastan, right? Like, he got taken out really early on to really like early aggression and cheese from Eon. Like, oh god, that was so hard to watch as well. And he's also going to be like coming back for the rest of the qualifiers and competing. Like,
yeah, for sure. But with that, I guess we're done here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys all for tuning in so much. It's been great having you guys. Don't forget to follow all of us. Me, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Yoda_Slim. But most importantly, if you wanna support me and make me very happy, and just go ahead and follow CranKy Ducklings on everything. Whatever you can do, subscribe, support. I'd appreciate it very much, because this is where NA and Latin America, as far as the English-speaking people go, this is our #1 spot to get all news and videos and casts of those players. So that's it for me. What about you, Light? Where can they find you?
Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I made the mistake of streaming yesterday, and now my voice is ruined.
I saw that.
Yeah. So that won't be happening again. We'll see. But yeah, you can follow me there on social media for when we go live. When I stream, you know, typically I stream ladder sessions or like behind the scenes streams if you're interested in that sort of thing. But more importantly, as Yoda said, you know, follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings. Right, we're live every single day this week, as you can see on stream, with our weekly schedule, and we will be live in 8 or 9 hours with Taiwan Hong Kong qualifier number 2.
Are you casting that, or is that Quirky and Yaku?
It may be me and Quirky, or Quirky and Yaku. It's a bit up in the air at the moment. We'll see. Okay. We'll see.
Yeah. Nonetheless, Quirky, great caster, as well as anybody else who was casting with it, I'm sure. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an amazing day of StarCraft. I couldn't picture it any better than this right here, other than Eggs winning. But besides that, great games, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.
Ciao. Oh, and should I show the duct tape?
Do it. Do it.
Okay, it's gonna take a little bit for me to set up, but you know what? I got a treat for everyone, especially the Latin Americans watching. Hold on.
Stick around. We're gonna play a nice duct tape. Light's gonna put on a nice little song for you guys. This is like a little treat for you guys afterwards. You guys will understand as you see it, but if you gotta go, we understand. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out. Do it, Light. Do it.
I'll do it.